but their minions doesn't. I'm thinking right that this tiefling what has got the Orn for us and possibly got the white dragon mask might be talking to the dragon, and therefore she might be living in the other bit where the light is, because she would need the light what to see by.
Well, that makes
agree
sense.
with Trump. There is no light in here.
Yeah, and if there was more, if it was just the dragon, you'd think there'd be more than just giants. So maybe we should turn back. I'll go along with whatever you guys think.
Hey,
wait,
Joe.
wait, Trump! Wait! Oh my God!
he's
Holy shit! How fast! I've never seen him move so fast in my life.
So are you
There's
guys
a dragon.
you're not exploring any other of the chambers or nothing like
Not
that?
yet. We're going to continue going
Well,
round.
there's more than
You've
just this
seen-
room, right?
No, it seems like the chamber continues. This hall continues to the west, and then there's two other chambers that are going to the north where you just came from.
Well,
what about-
I walk by Trump. I'm like,
The players can hear me, Joe, promise,
continue to
but they
keep
can
on
only
going
see
down
what I
this,
show
this,
them.
other
They can't
hallway.
see the gray. They
And
Right,
can
I
you
wanna
didn't
see
say
what I show
nothing.
them.
If you wanted to keep going, you should have said something, but you didn't say nothing.
Vay makes a note of this in her book. I mean, he also did not want to precede me down the hall. I wonder if there's something wrong with Shrimp.
Dragons. Look, I have
I made a mental note of this. I didn't say anything out loud.
Maybe he's
Alright.
afeard of him.
I am.
See me
Trump's
tracing,
is feared of dragons.
And as I let go
Trump does not
and
like
finish tracing,
dragons.
Well,
more
now
of the
that we're
hall
back
opens
down
up.
here and we're back to where those whale oil-filled bowls are, I feel a
Correct,
little
yeah.
more comfortable that we're where the
welcome,
humanoid
Joe.
type creatures are, and I think we can take humanoids, or at least be able to convince them. I don't think we can take a dragon. So I'll continue following Shrump down here, but I'll open up my space a little bit since I can see.
Is that snow?
Yeah, there's it goes into like a fine powder that is on the floor.
No, so it's not the slick ice anymore.
No, it's not. It is like a powder. And if they ask for
Well,
footprints,
Trump,
I may
know,
tell them.
Considering how
Joe, Mama, thanks for the
sensitive you
follow.
are
Welcome to the
about
community.
what might
Thank
be
you for the
down
follow.
here, you know, perhaps you should go to the back of the group with the mage, while I go
With the more
forward.
fragile players. No, I'm just kidding.
No, it's just fine with her. You be my guest. You lead the way. And I'll save you later.
Alrighty, I walk right on by him and carefully continue on down the hall.
Sure.
Follow me, Trump. I'll hold your hand.
You're proceeding down the hall, Widow, and then you start to
Yes.
see an opening that is on the southern wall.
Alright,
And of course, you know, as you see the opening on the southern wall, you can also see that the corridor still continues to travel in an easterly direction, but it seems like it's turning more towards the south. So it's starting to turn in a southwesterly direction, southwesterly direction. But there is a corridor right here to the south, about 20 feet in front of you.
Well, I suppose we'll go straight.
Yeah, and this powder is about an inch thick on the floor, and under the powder is the clear mirror floor. So definitely there was some moisture in here at some time, because it put a fine powder on the floor. All right, so you open up this room. So you look down into this room, and it looks like a larger chamber that is starting to open up. And this is a pitch black chamber also, no light.
So there's no more of those bowls of whale oil.
In the hallway, yes. As you look down south into this room, no, it opens
Okay.
up into darkness.
Now,
Alright.
do you want to keep looking down? Do you want to go down this corridor, or do you want to keep looking for the people? What is lighting the torches?
Sure, let's follow the light.
Let's follow the light. That's a good strategy.
Alright.
I'm right behind you guys.
Frank, what's
Alright,
up?
so I
Frank,
definitely got
welcome to
both
the
of
channel.
my
Your name sounds
blades
familiar.
drawn, and I'm,
Okay.
continuing to come up with the dust of this stuff,
Okay.
crunch it under my feet a little bit.
All right. So this is a little interesting as you continue past this room to the south. There is a sort of like a split in the tunnel. So there's a chamber that starts to go northwest, and a chamber that still continues to travel southwest.
Can I listen, see if I can hear anybody? Could I do a perception check?
Yes. Sorry, I'm tracing when I'm. I have to.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's no problem. It just
He's in the zone.
because
When
I
he's in
have.
the zone.
No, it's not that I'm in the zone. I have to use two hands to trace this because I have to hold down the shift button to trace like this.
Oh, pish.
Corridor, northwest, southwest.
Really should stop the dice rolling out of the rolling area because that was a 19.
Yeah.
So, what kind of dust did you say this was on the floor, Dave? Just like a
It is
powdery
like
snow?
it's like a very, very, very powdery. It's about an inch thick. So as you take a footstep, you can see a footstep appear in it.
Well, which way would you guys like to go?
So why don't you all give me a perception check? We were playing The Rise of Tiamat, a 5th edition adventure. Characters are level 7 right now. Alright, so both Tiberius and Shrump, actually everyone, everyone except for Widow. Widow's just oblivious. Not oblivious, but everyone can see that there are little tiny footprints in the snow also. I was, as soon as I said there was a light mist on the floor, I was expecting to say, I was expecting to hear, do I see any footprints? And I was going to tell you then. But as you guys are looking around, you're just fascinated with the beauty of this place. The eerie beauty of this place. You do see small tracks in the snow.
And do we recognize the creature that makes the track? Is it like
does.
a foot? Okay.
Yes,
It's a
Shrunk does.
squirrel.
It is the track. Looks like the tracks of kobolds.
But say I know what it is. I
Kobolds.
don't know if my character does.
It's snowballs.
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 Exactly.
That's what lives up in the frozen north.
Now, Dave, one question.
Mm-hmm.
We're in here looking for a dragon, and
Correct.
I don't know how general this knowledge is about the kobolds being the.
You know that they
minions
worship
of
dragons. They are their gods. Yes.
Okay. So it'd be
Exactly.
safe to say that we kind of have a good idea that it's kobolds.
You know without a shadow of a doubt. As soon as says, "Oh wow, look at the kobold imprints in the snow." Yeah, everybody looks down and says, "Oh shit, yeah," because you've all encountered in your adventuring career, you've all encountered kobolds before. And god damn it, Shrump, you got me saying snowbolds now. So yes, everybody sees the kobold prints, and Widow says, "Oh yes, I see him now."
I encountered kobolds way in the beginning of my adventuring career, and I just cut through them like wheat. So this is going to be easy.
I can't imagine you cutting your way out of a paper bag, let alone a bunch of kobolds.
Number one, you're a little relieved. I believe you would be a little relieved knowing that, the kobolds are probably doing this, possibly. But now, also, where is this Makoff guy? Because he could be the one doing it, but you don't see humanoid footprints. You only see kobold footprints.
Yeah, let's stay in the light now. We know that this sorceress is a. We know that she's a tiefling. So can tieflings see in the dark? Would a tiefling be in the light or in the dark, you guys? Not you, Dave, but you can tell me too. But
yeah.
Well, I don't know. I've never met a tiefling.
Never met a tiefling.
But I think that because they're like demons and stuff, that they can probably see in the dark.
So would we be more apt to find this demon in the dark or in the light?
Well, it's still a people's.
You know that
peoply
these
type person.
tieflings, they have dark vision, like the elf and the half elf and the half.
Okay.
Alright, well, let me clear up dark vision in 5e. That means you can see in dim light.
Yep. You
If-
can see
if-
like as it was daylight. Yes.
You can see in complete darkness, but only shades of gray.
Yep. Yep. And it would be like a dim light if it's complete darkness. But if it's dim light, you see like it's daylight.
And only in 50 Shades of Grey.
So it basically,
Exactly.
Only
yeah,
50.
it upgrades the vision by 1 degree if you have dark vision. There's no dark and light
I'm
vision
thinking-
and stuff like that. I like the way they
I'm
did the
thinking
vision.
that the tiefling bitch is, tiefling sorcerer
Tiefling bitch.
is like conversing with the snowballs to learn all she can about a dragon, and then she'll try and take the dragon over. That's what I think.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense to me. I'll go with you. So whatever way you guys want to go, I'll follow.
Is that passageway to the north still lit?
The northwest, the one that's right to the top of you, yeah.
Okay.
And
I will
are
say
kobolds?
this, though. We could have gone 2 directions by now.
You could have gone. You can go 5 different directions right now. You can go the 3 directions that present themselves in front of you,
Meaning
or you can,
the time that we stood here talking about it.
yeah, or you can go back into the other chamber and continue north in those 2 other chambers.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. So let's see what we can find out down here.
Okay.
Let's roll on.
So many options. What
Roll initiative. You stumbled upon a dragon. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fucking with you.
Good.
I'm just kidding.
happened?
I say we
All right.
find one of the kobolds, captures it, and interrogate it to find out what it knows about this tiefling and where she is.
I can't agree more.
It's a great plan. Don't go
That's
too far.
orky tactical thinking.
Yeah, careful, Trump. You're starting to get to be too logical.
Nah, military matters. Genius, tactical genius, me.
Maybe
Like-
we get a kobold, and then we try to make friends with it, and then we invite it over for the winter festivities. I can have a present if it needs a present.
Yeah, the holidays that come up in just several months from now.
That's right.
Several weeks, I'm sorry. All right, so as you guys start to proceed a little bit further in, you notice a very bizarre sight that greets you. Let me open up this. All right, a very bizarre sight greets you. And this is in this very rough chamber. The walls are very rough looking. The ceiling is about 12 feet here. You see about a dozen or so giant toads with very, very thick, scaly white hides. And it seems like they're all working. It seems like they're all scribing into the walls or scratching their claws into the walls.
Snodes.
Yeah, there are quite a few of these. There
So-
are quite a few from what you can see. They're all working in
And you mean like
unison.
working, like they're digging passages? That's what you're saying?
Not that they're digging passages, but it looks like they're doing something on the wall. They're clawing at the wall, and you can see 6 of them, and that's what you can see here. And I'm gonna.
And so-
go ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go for it.
I was gonna say, maybe it's a time for my helmet, but I can only do reading mind of something that is intelligent. So, do they have clothes or anything like that, or are they just like straight
Yeah,
up normal toad
these are
animal
just
looking deals?
giants. Yeah, these things
Okay.
are huge frogs. They're like 4 foot, 5 foot wide. These things are several feet tall, and they have these very very thick white, scaly mottled type of hides, and it seems like they're
Okay.
all kind of clawing into the walls, and it seems like they're actually scribing something, because as you walk into the chamber you can see that this rough wall actually looks like something that was actually carved. And these
Do they see-
toads, they're all working in unison, and they're using their tusk on their head and also their claws to do this.
Are they taking any notice of us as
Yeah,
I walk
that's-
up to
Yes,
one?
as you walk up, they do stop and look at you strangely as you startled them.
That's totally awesome.
As
I
the
should have
first one
snowed.
stops,
You'd have dropped a joke like that.
and then the second one stops, turns towards you, and then they all, one by one, they stop working and start looking towards you, Shrump, and also looking towards Tiberius.
I say
I'll
something,
ignore them.
Dave.
Mm-hmm.
I say draconic. Just continue working.
Ooh, I like that.
And they attack you. You're not our boss. You're not the
Well-
boss of me.
Yeah, the kobolds in here, I suspect they may be the masters. So I'm sure they're probably used to hearing draconic, so that's why I say that.
Yeah, these seem to be pretty intelligent beings or creatures. This toad, you hear a toad answer you in Draconic, in like a very quacky type of Draconic, and you can hear the trolls will get you. So let's
That's what he says back.
you hear in Draconic, the trolls will not let you proceed.
I'm gonna respond in Draconic as well and say, not if I get them first.
And that is how you get the toads on your
Okay.
side.
All right.
I want to know. Maybe I can't really speak Draconic, but since they obviously have a language, I want to figure out what their emotion is. Is this just what they normally do to dig, or are they being compelled to dig, or are they enjoying digging, or do they feel like they're driven to it? That's kind of what I'm
So,
going to try to glean from my helmet.
Your helm of telepathy. Does your helm of telepathy say humanoids only, or
Oh, yeah, let me look.
creatures?
Let me look. It says anything that has an intelligence 3 or above.
Anything that has a 3
That has
or
a
above.
yeah.
But
Let me
it
look at the
says
spell
creature.
again.
It doesn't say. I want to
Let
make
me-
sure
let
it
me
says
verify.
creature or
Absolutely.
humanoid.
Why don't you guys continue, and then I'll look it up and tell you.
All right.
Because it's going to take
Tiberius
me a
and
while.
Trump. And basically, I was trying to tell these frogs to ignore us, but they mentioned that the trolls in here are not going to ignore us.
Trolls. I mean,
Yes,
snow
he said
trolls.
Yes. One says.
Trolls.
"Alright,
So
the
It just
trolls
says-
That's plural.
will not let you
Trolls.
proceed." That's what.
Oh, I like trolls.
Yeah.
I like trolls a lot.
That was my best Toad voice.
it was totally awesome, Dave.
It
Well
will
done.
not let
Oh
you
my God.
proceed.
So it says
You're not allowed to use the same pun over.
I know. It's the spell says detect thoughts. It says creature.
I love
so
it.
the creature is anybody with 3
They're a little concerned.
or a 4 or higher.
Yeah.
You can sense a little concern
Just
of
concern.
your
Okay.
presence. Yeah, of course. It's seeing something that it's never seen before in here.
All right,
You've-
but I feel like
you've,
it's not compelled.
Disturbed the force. Oh.
All right, excellent.
Disturb the force, did you say?
Do you know what though, Dave?
These are not the adventurers you are looking for. Go about your work.
Right?
I have one last thing I want to do, Dave, to this frog
Sure.
this toad that I'm next to. So I don't know if you remember, but about 8 months ago, when we were playing this game, I got the necklace of the Bullywug God, right? One of those necklaces from that Bullywug God. So I'm gonna take it off, take it out of my pack, and I'm gonna set it on the ground next to this guy.
Okay.
And then just walk away.
Okay. It just kind of looks at it, and it goes back to, starts to scribe again, and you hear again in this frog type of voice, in Draconic, it says, "The trolls will not let you proceed."
Okay.
Let's say in Draconic. Could you tell us where the mage is?
What mage do you seek? That's my horrible.
Any mage will do.
There is a tiefling that uses magic.
Ah, that would be the one.
I see how everybody's trying to move. I love how I locked it. Everybody's trying to move around. Yeah, so basically, yes, this frog, these toads, giant toads, speaking in Draconic, they tell you that there is a tiefling that uses magic.
I point down the hall. This way? I'm trying to be simple with the creature.
The toad says, no, the tiefling is not this way. They say that this is our home, basically. And I'm not going to continue to do that frog voice, because that is going to destroy my voice if I continue doing that. So, yes, they basically tell you that this is their lair. This is where they
guys,
dwell.
It looks like this is just the area for the frogs.
That is
They're
what they
saying
tell
that the
you.
mage isn't in this area.
Which way is the mage? Do you know, Vey?
They also
sure I
tell
can
you
get it
that
out of him, but
the dragon treasure is not here, if that is what you seek. If that is what you are here for, and that is what you seek, that is not what this. It is not here in this area.
we seek the tiefling. Could you tell us where she is?
The voice
And we
that
will
you
leave you
hear
alone.
does not know where the tiefling is. It says the tiefling was here one time and left and has not returned. The tiefling had others with her.
You mean to this iceberg or in this area?
In the caves.
Oh.
In their home, their lair.
Is all of this down here your lair?
No. Not the entire cavern, no. And it seems like the voice of this frog, this giant frog, is a little bit more relaxed now as it's communicating with you.
Ask in Draconic, is the dragon down here?
No. The dragon is in another area of this cavern. The frogs, and then the giant frogs say they never leave. The kobolds come to them to trade. They do not know anything that is in the lair besides their home. They've always been here.
Oh,
Okay, guys. Yeah,
But-
looks like this maybe is the dead end.
Once in a while,
What did they say, Vey?
they also
What
say
What,
once in a
what
while
you're saying.
the kobolds will come to them and seek an offering for their god. And then
I see.
they mention their god's
Everyone
name is
Always want something.
yes, Arothater.
A
And that
Rothator,
a Rothator, yes, that is the kobold's god, the kobold's god's name, and that is why, basically, why the frogs are allowed to dwell here is because they provide sacrifices to a Rothator, and as well as the kobolds. Yes, Joe Mama. So they have a lot of magic
Alright.
items.
Well, in my mind, I'm very intrigued about how frogs live in a frozen iceberg, but
Yeah,
scratching past that
these
point,
frogs they're not your typical green frog. They are a
clearly,
they
they're
are
talking to
yeah
me.
they are a white. They're very intelligent, a very intelligent frog. And one of the frogs asks where you hail from.
We're from Waterdeep.
They've never heard of Waterdeep before. They ask, "What is this Waterdeep? Is
We
it
live
another
on-
iceberg? Is it
Are you
deep in the
familiar
water?"
with land? Are you familiar with dirt and stone and trees?
They say, "What is dirt, stones, and trees?"
It's like an iceberg, but it's made out of rock, solid rock, and it doesn't float in the ocean. It sits beneath it and rises above the ocean.
The frog is intrigued.
That is one intrigued frog.
Yeah. The frog has
I'm
never
equally
heard of.
intrigued with the frog.
Yeah, the frog has never heard of the sand or dirt or trees and nothing like that.
So I might ask Vey, after they're conversing for quite a while, what did he say about the tiefling? Which way do we need to go?
It looks like they're not really sure, but it's not in here. It seems
So-
that this part that we're going here will be their area of the tunnels,
Okay.
and there's nothing here for us.
Yeah.
So they've never seen the tiefling, Vey?
Yeah, they have seen it maybe once or twice, but that's it.
Which way did it go?
The interaction that they get is from the kobolds who come and trade, and they want offerings. Offerings to the god Arthur, or whatever his name was.
A Rothator, yeah.
Arothator, that's right.
That's
for
the
the
Rothator
dragon.
is the name of the white dragon, so that's not good.
Yeah, he has confirmed that the dragon is down here somewhere, but not in this area.
Okay. Well, if
So-
they saw the tiefling, even if it was a long time ago, which way was that tiefling headed? Let's go that way.
Yeah, the
well,
layer
away
It would
from
have been a
here,
long
it
time
seems.
ago.
because you can start to see more oil lamps starting to light the inside of
Okay.
this chamber as it starts to go towards the northeast. It starts to have dimly lit areas. Well, these dimly lit oil bowls that are on the wall with the swale oil.
Okay.
I think we should head back and maybe go to the south, take one of the south path, or else.
I mean, do you guys trust these frogs? I mean, you've both been talking to them. Do you think that they're
They
telling the
s-
truth?
Well, they seem very, I guess.
Straightforward about it. They don't seem shady to me.
They don't
If
seem to
only we
have
could
any.
read their
any
minds.
they don't seem to have a dog in this fight. It seems.
Okay.
They just very candidly told us what we wanted, and we're probably a little afraid of us at the beginning.
So what's northwest of them? Is that still their area, or is that
And
where we're
that's what
headed?
they say. That's their area.
Okay.
We can take them for face value, but they did mention that there'll be trolls that will keep us from proceeding.
Oh.
Well,
How
as
many
they-
trolls?
They hear you speaking, and they tell you that the trolls are not in their domain. The trolls are forbid to come here.
Well,
Everyone.
these
Trolls-
dumbasses
trolls aren't
speak
here.
common?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they're speaking Draconic.
Okay.
So they really don't. I guess they couldn't understand you as you're saying that, but but they do.
Well,
they'll tell you that the
I
trolls
said the word
aren't.
trolls. He
Yeah,
probably knew what those.
The trolls won't come here
Okay.
anyway. The trolls do not come in here. They just warn you that the trolls that are in the lair will not let you proceed to the lair.
So one last question, Vey, before we get on the way. What do the frogs trade to kobolds? What would be valuable?
Oh yeah. Excuse me again, Frog. What do you give the kobolds for an offering to their god?
We give them tablets, and one of the frogs takes its claws and removes a tablet, sort of like that is basically pressed into the wall, and it falls out, sort of like a plate. And
Interesting.
there's a lot of writings that are on these plates.
These are buried in the walls, and that's what they're mining out?
No, they're scribing. They're
Oh.
basically they're scribing on these plates, and this is where they trade with